Hello, everyone, and welcome to some live Super Cool Radio. Hope everyone is having a wonderful Friday night. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm your host, as always, Matthew Thomas. I got some great guests joining me at this time. It is definitely going to be an experience chatting with them again. It's been a few times I've had them on the show, and it's always been an experience and a fun time as well. So please welcome from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Reign of Z.
Womp, womp, womp. And Grayson.
There he is.
There he is. I was like, well, I guess Grayson left, so it's been real.
Did it cut out for a second?
It did, but I just figured you being yourself, you were like, I'm done. I gave you my 5 seconds and I'm leaving.
I made my appearance already.
He's like, thanks, guys.
Your video cut out just as soon as I was doing the intro, and I was like, well, I'm just going to keep rolling and we'll see what happens.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I don't know what that's about. So
it's okay, great. You know what, Grayson? Just own who you and I are on tour. You just be like, listen, I need to go get my Starbucks. I need to get my boba tea. I'm done.
You just reminded me. Hold on.
So I know quite a bit to discuss. We'll see how much we get through here in this interview. I know you guys have been announced for Rockfest. You got some other great things in the works as well. So before we get to that, I have a fun question to kick off this interview. So a fun, wacky question I've not asked in quite a while. So for you guys, what are 3 things that are guaranteed to be at your fridge at home?
Grayson, you start.
Guaranteed in mine is probably buffalo sauce, shredded cheese, oh God, and probably just like expired vegetables, like rotting vegetables, because I bought them and I didn't eat them.
I like the honesty.
Like a moldy zucchini is definitely in the back of my fridge.
This is a great way to start off an interview.
I'm just saying, it is what it is with us.
Yes, it is. How about for you guys? I'm guessing no gluten in you guys' fridge.
No gluten, man.
Nope, but I got a sauce packet drawer.
He does.
You know,
you
gotta
it's
keep
so
all that
trashy.
Stuff. You never know. You never know what you're gonna need. You got to have the sauce packet drawer. And if you know, you know. You know, I got Kool-Aid in there.
No, you don't.
Oh, I do. It's on the fridge. It's on top of the fridge.
Oh my God.
You always got to have drink. And I probably have a drawer full of just random. I do. How long have those white girl wasted drinks been?
Oh, the White Claws. They've been there for at least a year. We're waiting for Grayson to come over, so Grayson and I can have
so they can get white girl wasted.
We can get white.
I didn't know those were there last time I was here, else I would have drank.
There's a whole drawer.
It's a whole drawer.
One from my work Christmas party.
Okay, well, ideally for myself, interviewing, I would say chocolate almond milk, definitely a ton of vegetables.
How do you milk a fucking almond?
I don't know, but there's that photo on Facebook with the almond with the udders, but we don't have to go into that. And I would definitely have to say, and fruit, definitely fruit, chocolate almond milk, lots of vegetables and fruit. Berg's favorite.
Yeah,
he loves it. He loves being for me.
He looks very thrilled about this.
He's so excited. He's doing great. Everybody, he's doing really great. We have to be encouraging with Berg because, you know, he's like...
I have to deal with your terrorist ass all the time.
That's been my new nickname now.
She's my tiny terrorist.
Don't say that out of context either.
Yeah,
He's got to clarify. It's set out of love.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not malice.
That is a good clarification to make. Also, I just want to say I can see the chat on the side, so if anyone wants to drop any questions for Reign of Z, please do that. Shout out to my producer and event security, Shane, for the first comment. Thank you so much. He just says, "What's up? What's up, Shane?"
Hi, Shane.
Hello.
I got another question. I will stop if there is any questions in the chat, but more specifically for Berg for this question, how is it driving in a car with Sosha?
I'm partially deaf in this ear, and I'm not going to attribute so much to her, but there's just some days why I call her my tiny TT. We will shorten that.
TT. I don't know if that's worse
No,
because it sounds like titty.
Well, you went there.
I'm just saying.
You went there.
I'm just.
I don't know what I'm going to get some days. Some days I'm going to get what you guys see. Some days I'm going to get some show tunes. Other days,
I fall asleep.
If I put on like liquid metal, for some reason, puts her right to sleep.
Done.
Should I be worried for my own life? Probably, but it is what it is. In the meantime, yeah, it's fun. And some days I pack earplugs on long road trips.
He does. Like, he'll literally be like, "You're hurting my ears." And I'm just like, but this is when the song gets good.
Because her voice reverberates around the entire car if the windows are up. And I had a sound guy blow my inner eardrum out probably about 12 years ago. So it healed, but I don't want to have it happen again because you walk around your house like a drunken sailor and think you're having a stroke.
So a lot of times what people honestly don't know, it's like a fact about Berg is like he does read lips a lot when people talk to him. I don't know if you've ever necessarily been diagnosed that you have deafness, but
who cares?
But I'm just saying, I don't want to say
if it ain't loud, it ain't good.
Oh my God. But a lot of times like he reads people's lips, and I do get a lot of, huh? What?
Oh yeah, brother.
Oh my God, Grace. That's our
Speak
text.
up, Libero.
You said it. Oh my God.
So I see the stories on you guys on Facebook, and it just looks like Berg is having a fantastic time every time I see him in the car with you. So that is why I asked.
Listen, he like low key, he has resting beard face. Like I tell people, you could have like the many faces of Berg, and it's like happy, sad, angry, depressed, and it all looks the same.
Quit moving around, you're messing the light up.
I'm messing the light up? But I was doing it because your faces are moving.
Oh, well, thank you for my moon phases of beard.
Yeah, it was the moon phases of beard. So I was just, assimilating. But he's having a great time.
But and most of the time that you see those videos, we're usually in really heavy traffic. Or snow on the ground, or some other
something
form of
catastrophic
danger.
is happening.
So drive the car off a bridge, or go with it.
As long as you have insurance, I think it'll be fine.
It's called balance.
Yeah, life insurance is affordable.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
I mean, you guys have life insurance? Man, I gotta step up my game.
No, I definitely don't have life insurance. So anybody out there tries to kill me, you're all going to be very disappointed. Like I got nothing. So.
See, this is important information we learn about Reign of Sea in our interviews.
Just saying, it's not going to be fun for you. Nobody's getting anything.
It all goes to my nieces.
It all goes to his goes to his nieces, but me, I got nothing.
Does Lola get anything?
Lola gets everything.
Oh, okay.
So if you keep, it's kind of, what was that commercial or?
She might be getting gastric bypass though. If she doesn't lose this weight.
Fat shame her.
It's not the doctor told her she was fat.
That's just mean. We don't.
You mentioned that in the last interview too, and that was like a year ago.
Oh, listen,
she's lost weight.
She gets her measured food every day.
She's lost weight.
I know. You can see her nubtail.
Berg's like, you could see her tail. It's terrible. And you know what? When Grayson comes over, though, Lola's all about Grayson.
Yeah.
Grayson's like he's like the animal whisperer. There she is.
You guys are one of the few times where a pet or animal will make an appearance in an interview.
Well, it's kind of funny because what was the one? It wasn't with Matthew. It was with another interview. Literally, you know how rap groups will have like that one person that just like pops their head in and they just stare at you like they don't really have anything to do with the music or the artistry. They're just, that's her. Like she'll just literally come in the camera and just be like, and I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. We're just gonna roll with it.
But see, it's a sign of a true professional interviewer because I can just roll with it. And there's one I did an in-person interview at one of my guests, like at his apartment. He had 2 cats, and they kept like rubbing on my leg and wanting like me to pet them. And that was the closest time where I wanted to break character in an interview and just like pick up the cat, give it a big hug. But I did not. I remained professional.
That would definitely be Grayson. Grayson would be like,
Yeah.
I need 10 minutes. Let's cut this interview.
I would have pet the cat the whole time.
Like Dr. Evil. Just like this.
Yeah, that's the only like closest time where it's like I wanted to stop an interview just to pet a cat, and I have that's the closest time that's ever happened for me to stop an interview. So,
if you would have, nobody would have, I think, ever faulted you. And Berg and I've talked about this. You know, that's probably how I'm gonna die on tour. I'm gonna pet something I shouldn't. Like Crystal and I from the Almas were talking about that. We will send each other like animals, and I'll be like, "There's a wombat in Australia," and she's like, "Let's go." Love it.
So what you're telling me is the Left 4 Dead tour Part 3 might be in Australia.
I mean, if we could get the funding, yes, but Crystal and I will probably definitely die.
You wouldn't survive the bugs.
I wouldn't survive the bugs. I Googled it and I probably never should have done that because I'll just stand there and scream at it.
There's a lot of things to pet in Australia, and I think almost I would say like 99% of them are probably mostly deadly, or at least you'll get named.
Yeah, so I think that's probably how I'm gonna die, is petting something I shouldn't or trying to love it. So that's how I'm gonna go out. But yeah, Left 4 Dead Part 3 in Australia. I'll call Crystal after this. Grayson would be supportive. He wants to travel as many countries.
I go to Australia.
Would you try to pet one of the wildlife there though?
Whenever you see those kangaroos in the water and they're like trying to lure you in and drown you, I'd be like, "Oh, the kangaroo wants to swim with me," and I'd just be swimming in.
Death.
So
yeah, that might be the first Australian tour and the last one. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
absolutely. I'm game. Let's do it. Sorry.
All right. Hey, no violence here on Super Cool Radio.
I'm just gonna sit over here.
Can't
be trusted.
I will get to at least one of my important questions, and I know we will continue everything that we're currently doing right now. So you guys have been announced for Rockfest, that is in Wisconsin, coming up over the summertime. How does it feel to be part of it? They got a bunch of great bands this year. How does it feel to be performing at this awesome festival?
I want Grayson to take that question.
It feels pretty nice. I was really excited when we got added to it, like without even knowing the lineup. Like I figured out the lineup when everybody else did. So I was way excited before the lineup. And then when they released the lineup there a couple weeks ago, I was like even more so like, dang, like there's our name. Look at it. Like next to all these other ones. And it was just kind of like really stoked to be a part of it. They are going to have to backtrack me probably if our set is during Beartooths, because like I'm not missing that. So yeah. So hopefully I get to play Rockfest. I might have to kind of dip out for a minute.
just have a cutout of you on stage.
Like see, like they can do that. Like they don't actually need me there. Like I can, you know. I don't do that much.
No, I've seen you live. You do plenty.
Yeah.
Grayson they just with me, and
they just need to put my cutout on a Roomba and then like put like some extra power in it so that it like spins around a lot. Nobody will notice.
So
Berg might
Is this-
join you for Beartooth, so
Yeah.
I might be the only one.
Yeah.
well, I mean, that would definitely be a very interesting from you guys, but it's Beartooth, and I 100% support it because Beartooth is incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
whenever
so-
we got added, I sent it to one of my friends, and he goes, "Just don't join Jared Leto's cult."
Meanwhile, that's exactly probably what's going to happen. Berg's going to be rushing back to me backstage and being like, "I joined the Illuminati.
I
We're
can
going to
lick
be
my eyeball
fine."
now.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "Well, hey, buckle up. It's about to get crazy."
Wait, it hasn't been already?
No, I mean, it's been pretty crazy. I feel so bad because like every band that we've gone out on tour with, we don't have like a crazy story. And I was telling Berg the other day, I was like, nobody's going to go on tour with us anymore because something wild always happens every tour. So-
Well, that actually was one of my questions I was going to ask. I was like, so obviously I know last time, or at least maybe an interview or two ago, we talked about some of your favorite onstage memories. So I was curious, like what are some of your like most memorable moments from like traveling from one venue to the next venue?
Well, I'll definitely say this last run, Berg can tell this story. Some guy followed me around Wisconsin because he thought I was Shakira.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was weird. He was creepy, man. He kept looking around the corner, thinking, and I heard him mutter Shakira, and I was like, "Oh no, not Mexico all over again." Because whenever her and I were at a wedding in Mexico, the staff kept saying Shakira, Shakira.
He kept yelling, and I'm like, I was getting so confused because I said to Berg, I was like, "Is Shakira here? Like, am I missing something?" And then the guy's like, "Shakira!" Like, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm Shakira." No, I'm not. I'm very flattered, but I'm not. So that was fun because I got really creeped out at the gas station. I literally like grabbed Grayson and Eric and I was like, "I'm going to stand next to you. This guy keeps following me." And of course, Matthew, like, it can't just be anybody who watches this. Like, if you're going to follow somebody, can you just like maybe not look like you're following somebody, or don't wear like the creepy stereotypical clothes? Like, the homeboy was like in a black t-shirt, long trench coat, stubbled, like shaved head, stubbled beard, like just like this. And I'm like, this is how I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. And that's just the way it's gonna go. So if you could like stalk people and not maybe feed into the stereotype, that would probably be, just advice, right, Grayson? I mean, do you see what
Well, also like we're like finding a trench coat is also not that easy to find. Not like I've shopped for any or anything like that, but just off the offhand knowledge that I do, trench coats is not that easy to find. Yet all these people have trench coats. It's kind of impressive. They must shop at the same store.
Grayson, where do we get a trench coat?
Columbine Circle.
Oh god, I forgot where. I had one in like middle school that I wore all the time, which really helped my image as like the quiet emo kid. Like nobody was worried by that at all.
Right.
No, not at all, Grayson. Not at all.
Yeah.
Never.
No.
Ugh.
You walk around listening to Marilyn Manson and playing Doom.
I was listening to like Blood on the Dance Floor
Okay.
in middle school. I was cringe.
That was cringe.
At least you're aware, though. At least you can look back and acknowledge it.
Oh yeah. Yeah, 2010 was a crazy time in my life.
I wore a trench coat in high school and listened to Marilyn Manson, but we're not gonna talk about that.
Well, I can tell you, I don't never have owned, and well, probably won't own a trench coat at some point. Maybe a cool duster jacket. I always want to get one of those, but not a trench coat.
See?
Those are reserved for stalking, and I don't do that.
Oh, would I be my own stalker then if I bought like a trench coat?
Right.
Since I made it, okay.
I can't go down that one with you right
I was
now.
just trying to go down the road. Okay,
Nope.
moving on, Matt.
I honestly have been trying to think of a segue for the last like 30 seconds, and I have not been able to think of one. But we will be hopping back to Rockfest. I got to finish up a few things there real quick. So, will there be any tour dates announced around Rockfest, or is this more of a one-off?
No, there will be. There will be.
I think people will be very excited who we're going out with. I was very excited because it's an interesting project, and I mean that in the best way possible, and I just think when people see the announcement, they're going to be like, oh, this tracks, I wish I could say more, but James will yell at me and I can't handle that. I will cry. I'm sensitive. That's this.
I wouldn't have guessed.
Right. It's fine. I don't know how to handle my emotions. It's fine. That's why I make art.
I feel that.
Thank you, sir. Right, Grayson?
Definitely.
Well, I've noticed like at least the last couple tours over probably a year or two, you guys been going out with obviously a lot of great bands. Obviously, you were with I want to say Living Dead Girl and the Almas last year. I believe was there another tour was there another one that I'm not thinking of, or is it those two?
So unfortunately, we never actually had an opportunity to go out with Living Dead Girl. I think
my bad.
No, that's okay. Listen, we went out with the coursing. We were supposed to go out with Molly, and I know that she had some sort of scheduling, or I think that's when she was having some issues with her vehicle. It was one of the two.
Yeah,
we haven't been able to really connect. But people keep requesting it, so I'm sure at some point that will happen. We did go out with the coursing. We went out with the Almas. We did first 2 weeks. We did a self-headlining tour.
Yeah, Current Day Mimes.
We did. We went out with Modern Mimes.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I knew there was another one that I couldn't think of. That was definitely it.
I had to think because you start to like go out with so many that it starts to just blur. You know what I mean? But I mean, they're all obviously like all the tours are like special, but you just before you know it, you're back out on the road, and then you're meeting your new group of people that you're traveling with.
The whole year with the Almas.
Yeah, we were joking. We were spent like the whole year with the Almas. We get off tour, we meet back up. It's like I was joking with Crystal. I was like, we're like the toxic, boyfriends that you can't get away from. You're like, hey, I'll see you in 6 months. Just got to keep loving each other. No, but we actually did something really special on this last tour with the Almas. Like Crystal came up and sang a song with us, and I went up and sang a song with them. So I thought that was really, really cool because I feel like, well, we've done 2 tours together. I pretty much know your set list. So we should probably make it a little spicy.
For sure. I like that. But will there be a part 3 of the Left 4 Dead tour with the Almas?
We have talked about it. We have to break up for a while, Matthew. We have to break up for a while. We will see what else is happening. We have to go out, play the field a little bit, and then we'll probably go back.
You're saying just give it some time.
Right. We're on wait, to quote Friends, we're on a break, but we will circle back to that.
Good to know. I will be patiently waiting in the next 6 to 9 months.
Right. It'll be called the Toxic X Tour. I think that's
I
good.
like it. That's a good rebrand. I mean, if it's a 3rd tour, you got to rebrand a little bit.
Got to rebrand. We can't do Left 4 Dead Part 3. It's going to become like a slasher film at this point.
Yeah.
That's true. But you can't be like so predictable that's been called Left 4 Dead Part 3.
Right. So
Always got to change it up.
I'm sorry, I just sat on Berg's hand. We're fine. We're doing great. Matthew, continue on. We're doing great right now.
Fantastic. But last thing about, I did have one more thing about Rockfest, and then we'll be moving on to some other things as well as more fun questions. Last thing about Rockfest, can you give any hints of what the set list is going to look like for Rockfest?
That's you too.
Grayson and I haven't pulled songs out of a hat yet.
I've pulled some songs out of my hat.
I don't want to know where you pulled those songs from.
Yeah. I've been spending all day on my washboard coming up with some ideas.
Oh, you busted out the washboard today?
Yeah. And then I think that you can make them translate.
Okay. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We're going to do a whole rendition of the EP on washboard.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
God.
why Eric's not here. He's a little mad that I'm playing percussion now.
Is that why you didn't show up?
Yeah. It's the whole washboard thing. It's been,
Yeah. No.
he's probably unfortunately
Yeah.
working. I'm know he's gonna call Berg and be like, oh hell.
Oh hell.
Oh hell.
I was fighting chickens on the front porch.
Yeah.
True story.
You can't make this stuff up.
But as far as the set list goes, we have been working on some things and ways to make it, a little more interesting than a lot with the time restraint of, we only get so much time. There's only so much we can do, but we're going to make sure that, it's not something you can just come and see us do all the time. Like we got to make it, stand out a little bit. It's Rockfest. So.
We will have a new single by then.
Sure.
He's like, because we've been writing. So
It doesn't sound like a confident sure though.
He just loves to give me anxiety because God bless Berg, because I am a head case until we get the single done, because I just write like a psychopath, and then I get in my feelings, and then I start crying for no reason, or I get very violent, not towards anybody. I'll just break shit or flip. I'm a joy.
Don't know if I would have went that far explaining everything on a live interview, but that's all right.
Yeah. No. I'm not violent towards anybody or anything. It's just how you'll go to write something and then you'll get frustrated and you'll rip up the pages, or you'll throw something at the wall. It's never targeted at anybody. It's just, you just get in your own way and you get frustrated.
Gosh,
I would never hurt this man. I would absolutely never hurt this one. I do have some people on my hit list like Steve Buscemi and Billy Madison, but we won't talk about it.
Just say that.
I thought that was funny. No, we can't. I thought it was a good movie. Matthew's laughing, and that's what's important. We keep Matthew smiling. And that's why he keeps coming back.
Someone's got to do it, so.
That's right. You're right.
You don't want a sad Matthew. I can tell you that.
No sad Matthew.
That was sad Matthew was earlier in the week, but things are looking up.
I love that. I'm glad that you're feeling better.
Doing fantastic. I got a new chair. See? It's nice and blue.
It actually, you could camouflage yourself because you're blending into it. I'm very impressed.
See? Just bought it. It was almost half off at Staples, so I'm very happy. And I got lumbar support for once.
There you go. Gotta worry about that.
We need that. After 25, Grayson.
Yeah.
We need support everywhere.
Definitely.
I definitely feel that.
I have to put inserts in my shoes now. I never used to do that.
Yeah, it's the joys of aging. You need more padding and support for your body. It's
Grayson, you're actually wearing shoes?
Yeah, finally.
Okay.
He's like,
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I bought some new shoes for tour today. I have to show you later.
He sent me on Snapchat. They're actually really
Yeah.
cool.
What
Look at
shoe
the
brand did
light here.
I don't even remember the brand, but they are studded and
Ooh.
sparkly.
you? Ooh.
So
We're gonna match.
they're
That's gonna
very
fit in
sharp.
well.
I kicked myself in the ankle earlier and it really hurt. So ugh.
Look at the face. Usually, you can't see Berg's face because Lola's in the way, but he usually gives like the dad look where he just like shuts his eyes and just shakes his head.
Well, see, but it's always about style over actual safety.
Yeah, definitely.
Obviously,
I will twist an ankle multiple times.
It's Tor. You'll twist an ankle.
regardless.
I will. My ankle is tore on tour.
That's gonna be a new T-shirt.
Yeah, just an X-ray of my ankle, like permanent damage. Like
Tor.
But
Yeah.
or like
Yeah.
yeah.
I like that. It's good.
Be like diagnosis tour.
Yeah,
yeah,
literally.
Dance so hard you break your ankle. You tore your
yeah.
ankle.
The
Oh.
torn ankle.
Tor.
you,
I see what you did there, and I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
you might have to keep that name in the back pocket for an upcoming tour.
Honestly, yeah.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah.
Good job.
Just put his X-ray on the tour flyer. Done.
Done.
Yeah, it's all we need.
And you know what? That'll probably be the most successful one.
Oh, definitely.
That'll be the irony of everything.
Grayson comes back. And
Grayson comes back and he's like, I'm a millionaire now.
Yeah.
Reconstruct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to just get a robot leg now because we've made so much money off of this.
It's a
this
risky
tour.
procedure, but they say
Honestly, yeah.
No, you're not getting robot legs.
Why not?
No. Matthew,
Well,
this is the whole thing. He wants robot legs, and I'm like, no, we're not doing that.
I fell asleep watching Grandma's Boy again.
That explains a lot.
Yep.
It does. Thank you.
No further explanation really needed. I understand.
That's where we're at.
Well, before I feel that's gonna be a whole rabbit hole discussion in and of itself.
Of course.
I think as long as they're studded, though, I mean, you're probably fine.
Oh, yeah.
What if you could get the legs like studded and have rhinestones on them? Then I will sign up for that.
I would do that.
See? There's a market for this.
Yeah.
You can do
Berg doesn't want in my market. I am not Berg's target audience.
At least you understand that, though. You
Yeah.
know the marketing side of who not to market to.
I'm
Yeah.
dead. I'm visually look at the face. He just I think Berg's actually blushing. Lola agrees. She just hyped you on
Yeah.
that.
I feel like anyone like just tuning into this interview is like looking like, what is going on?
They're like, is this a band or is this a circus? And the answer
Yeah.
is both.
Either way, it's entertainment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just both, I think, at this point. I would love for us to have a reality show on
Wow.
tour, but we would absolutely.
No.
No.
He's like, no.
No.
Everybody's like, no. Scripted.
Yeah.
Drive the same patch of land. No, I'm
The
good.
same patch of land.
That tree was in the background. Turn around. Do it again.
You're doing great.
I think that would definitely be some. I think you might get one pilot episode out of that. I don't know how many other episodes you would get going forward, but
Be a lot of bleeping, a lot of you can't say that.
Yeah.
you're gonna need a director to go with you guys. Go nope. There's
Yeah.
this wrong, this wrong, this wrong.
Beery could do that. My best friend in LA, she's a casting director. She's a writer and she does voiceover work, and she's very, and I love her for this, she's very politically correct. So anytime that I do not come correct, she lets me know. And sometimes like I don't even know that I'm not coming correct. And she's like, and I'm like, okay. So she would be perfect. She would just be like,
You
all
definitely
of
need
you
somebody
stop.
like that.
yeah, either that or poor thing would quit and leave.
Well,
there's that.
Rich, sorry, I just said your name wrong, Rich. Said he would definitely watch that if it does happen.
See? I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, we do have another guest joining us. I'm going to bring him on the screen right now.
Oh!
Who let this host?
Hi, guys.
And making your nice, fashionably late appearance, 35 minutes and 25 seconds into this.
Hey. Some of us got to work. And unfortunately, I'm saving the world from terrorism, one stray dog at a time.
Another mention of terrorism just in this interview. Very nice.
Oh, well, hey, we're trying to get likes, right?
Yeah.
I love that his name is Big Daddy.
And you have to bear with me. I'm driving around Kansas City picking up aggressive dogs as we speak. So
That's the reality show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
Matthew,
you know what?
would
I'm actually thinking about starting a TikTok with some of the bullshit that I deal with. Man, this stuff is nuts. Yesterday, I had two near experiences. I had pit bulls launch themselves at my face, and they came so close to me I could smell their breath as they flew by my head. It was very interesting, to say the least.
So Matthew, I'm gonna go back to you wanted this.
Yep, I'm fully aware of that, as I've already acknowledged.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so we know. So Eric, since you're saving the planet one dog at a time, how do you feel about playing Rockfest? That's one of the questions that you missed.
Oh, it's going to be fucking awesome. I'm stoked.
Grayson said
I can't wait to spit on another stage.
Because drummers are like camels or yaks; they spit all over the place.
everywhere. Grayson did say though, Eric, if Beartooth is playing, he's not playing.
At the same time, I'll
At
go
the
watch
same
Great
time.
Of course, Grayson's always going to have something like that to say.
I said
It wouldn't be a normal tour if Grayson didn't Grayson.
Yeah.
I just said get a cutout of him and put it on stage next to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we got to do is get a cardboard cutout
With
See?
lights.
Perfect. Yeah.
with lights.
With lights all strung around it. I think that would be good. Oh, Grayson also said he's playing our set with wash. Oh, okay, thank you. With washboard.
I don't know about that, buddy.
I think I can make it work.
I think I can make it. Well, what is it, June? You got like, what, 4 months?
July.
Yeah.
July, okay.
See, even better.
Yeah, you got more time.
Well, since we have Eric for like a window, Matthew, if there's anything specific you want to ask him, since we're gonna take him.
I'm kind of scared too. I don't know what's gonna come. I don't know what's gonna happen next.
I mean, that's also a fair statement. So,
well, I one of the questions that I have not got to yet. So this is just a generic music question I did have in my list. I didn't prepare too many notes because I know stuff like this was going to happen.
Jesus Christ.
But what is one album that you think has 0 skips in the album? Like you can't skip any of the songs in the album.
go ahead, Eric.
Conan the Barbarian soundtrack.
That's not a bad soundtrack though.
You didn't specify genre. All you said is an album. So that's the first thing I came to.
And I'm not surprised by the answer.
Grayson.
Plans by Death Cab for Cutie.
Holy Grayson, I didn't even know that was you. Holy shit, you shaved. I thought that was like a moderator or something. What the fuck? I've never seen your face without hair. You don't even look like you. What the shit, man?
I shaved.
You look like you're 10.
I am actually.
I thought it was like some editor or something. I didn't even know that was you. What's up?
Yeah, it's been me the whole
Oh,
time.
there's Berg. Berg just came out of life from the depths of the couch.
Shadow.
All right, what's up, Berg?
Yeah.
I had to get this for you.
How you doing? How you doing? So what was the next generic question that you had that you didn't prepare for us because you were expecting some bullshit like what happened? What's the next one? Come on, hit us. What is it?
No, Berg didn't answer yet. What's
What?
your
Yeah.
album?
I did. I said Conan.
Berg.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey.
I can already tell you. WCW wrestling theme song. Just
Holy
on
crap.
repeat for 3-hour loop.
No,
Is it
straight
the
through.
West Texas Rednecks?
What?
Oh, speaking of, to go along with our hell yeah, brother, I got another one. It's Roll Tide. That's the next one you got to add to the list.
How is he so loud?
How are you so loud, Eric?
I'm in the middle of a parking lot in nowhere. I don't care. I don't think they care either.
We will literally, Matthew, be on a stage in a venue that has like 200 to 500 capacity, and you can hear Eric from the stage all the way to the front door. And I don't know how he does it.
He's got good projection with the voice.
And he
Yeah.
smokes. That's the thing. It's just like,
Yeah, and so when we were just on tour with a band called the and their drummer is like all fit and like works out and shit. And we were going to what was it? Was it it was what was in Cleveland? Wasn't it the music whatever? Yeah.
Hall of Fame.
It was starting to rain and he went to go run to where there was like shelter from the rain, and he had like a blockhead start on me, and I was smoking a cigarette and I caught up with him.
it
And
was
past him going uphill.
the worst anti-drug campaign ever. Like, it's just like,
Don't smoke, kids.
don't smoke, kids.
Don't smoke unless you want to beat healthy people in racing competitions.
Well, if I ever sign up for marathon, I'll have to take up smoking.
Exactly. That's
Well,
No.
start with meth. Work your way up to cigarettes.
Super Cool Radio does not condone meth use of any sort.
Well, I'm just thinking, marathon, that's long distance. You know what I mean? Like I just did a short burst. You're long haul. So you're going to need something to keep your heart elevated and keep the blood flowing. Meth would probably be the best. And you seem young, so you won't your heart's not going to explode or anything. So you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Just don't get addicted. Just do it once, one and done.
We would just like to say on behalf of the Rain Z Camp, none of us do math. Like
No. And we don't condone the use of meth either. But in a case like this, it might be beneficial. So you never know. The health benefits may be worth it,
This is one of the few times in an interview where I don't genuinely know what to say. It doesn't happen very often.
I think it happened the last time you had the four of us in the room. I think you said that exact
Probably.
line. I think actually Eric answered something, and I think you had.
You get what you pay for.
Well, luckily I haven't paid anything yet.
Exactly. So there you go.
It's free 99.
Yeah, $3.99.
So Matthew, now that
yes.
we've covered a lot of parameters, did you have an album
What?
front to back?
Front to back.
Yes.
No skips.
Thanks to my ADHD, I don't think I can fucking listen to an album front to back. But the last one I did was probably White Pony by the fucking Deftones. I know you hate the Deftones. I know.
I don't hate the Deftones. I wish he wouldn't say that. I don't hate the Deftones. It's just, okay. I respect the fact that the Deftones are successful. I respect the fact that they have a lot of hits. The music for me personally doesn't resonate the way it does with other people. but I feel like that's what music is in a nutshell. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not particularly like, I appreciate some of the songs. Like, I would definitely listen to it, but it's not.
Totally. It's not North Korea.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Do you just want to end this?
I just want to say I'm not the one. I didn't say that shit this time, so you can't blame that on me.
You too, though. Berg and Eric are the worst. Grayson and I are usually in the van like this.
No, you're not. You're usually in the van on your phones.
Yeah, Grace and I are snapping each other.
No, you guys are scrolling.
Yeah.
We're the quiet ones in the van.
Yeah.
So, okay. Now that we covered that, Matthew, everybody got their. Oh, I didn't say mine. Mine's Evanescence Fallen. Shh.
I think you said something about Evanescence in the last interview. I vaguely remember.
She was one of my biggest influences growing up. So I always have to kind of, pay homage where I feel homage is due. So I love her. I'm sorry. Don't judge me. Hard.
All right, very good. I have one last question, then we will be wrapping this up and talk about the future plans for Reign of Z for this year. Last question. Before we get to that, I don't think I've asked you guys, and if I did, I don't remember in all the chaos over the last few interviews. Favorite Reign of Z song to perform live?
Go ahead, Eric.
No, Reflections.
Okay. Gerson.
Reflections.
See, I kind of like playing cellophane.
You just say Reflections like everyone else and quit being difficult.
No, I'm gonna mix it up here.
Zo's the one that's going to pick the weird one that's not anywhere near what everyone else is picking.
I
So
know.
fall in line, Berg. Shit. See, I haven't been around Berg a lot. He's been hanging out with Zoe and just been lost in he's just a lost puppy dog right now. He doesn't know what to do. He's not used to having that toxic masculinity right next to him, whispering in his ear.
Yeah, I definitely had to deprogram him for a couple weeks, and
Yeah, he's housebroken right now. It's all right. Couple months, I'll bust him right out of there for you. Don't worry, buddy. I got your back, buddy. Don't worry.
you're gonna have I call Eric his domestic life partner. You're gonna have your domestic life partner.
Oh man, him and I are.
And I got a football. I found a football at a thrift store for $6, so we ain't got no excuse not to play football now.
Oh man, you guys can really just get crazy now.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah! Watch what happens. We're gonna start band scrimmages in the parking lot. Watch.
I will not be a part of that. Grayson and I will be at a coffee shop.
Whatever. Grayson will be out there playing.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Matthew, my answer is Nothing Gold. I like the ballad.
That's what I was guessing you would say. So yes, I'm not surprised by that one.
But I'll probably replace that with the new one, because the new one, to quote our producer, it fucks.
Oh yeah. You knew it was coming at some point.
No, you laid it out there.
We're
It was
so
there.
lucky. We're very blessed.
Alrighty, this has definitely been an experience. It seems like every interview, I don't think, okay, maybe this one will be just match the same level of the last one, and nope, we just go higher.
You gotta
with
keep
that.
leveling up, Matt.
Gotta
You
keep leveling up.
Yeah.
And again, it's only really with Reign of Z where I have no idea what to say at all, and my job is to say stuff. But anyway, Moving on to my last and final question. We just started 2024. We're only at the beginning of February. So what are the plans for Rain is Z for the rest of 2024?
Tour, some singles. What, Monday? Is that
I've got the
Monday's
perfect
tour
answer.
announcement.
Tour announcement.
We're going full circle. We're going back to the Conan the Barbarian. The goal for 2024 is to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and hear the lamentations of the women.
I don't know if you can say that in 2024.
Yeah, Eric, I feel like that's not the way to make friends.
I'm talking about stages, not like people in particular. Come on, it's a euphemism.
Okay. You know what, Matthew? We're just gonna let him roll with it. But yes, we're gonna cut a single, shoot a music video, which is always an adventure. God bless Tom. God bless anybody in our camp, actually. Can we just give a shout out to like Gary, Justin, Steve, Tom, who like willingly just accepts this insanity? That's just where Eric's done. Eric's done. We've lost.
Oh, Jesus.
Are
I'm
you
sorry.
okay?
Yeah, I just make myself laugh sometimes.
We're glad he's in a good mood. You know, we like a happy camp. We like a happy camp.
Ooh.
What, dear? Are you okay? Okay. So yeah, basically we're gonna just give you guys some new music and keep touring, and Grayson and I are gonna figure out how to get as much glitter on stage as possible.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Glitter's like sand. That shit gets into cracks and crevices you didn't even know it could, and it gets irritating. No.
So Grayson and I are going to continue to work on to get as much glitter on stage as possible.
Yeah.
Glitter and studs is what you're saying.
Berg's moaning right now, so him and Eric are very excited.
We're gonna put like glitter in the fog machine, see what happens.
Watch the fog machine catch on fire.
Well, that is a risk.
Then we'll have some real smoke.
Yeah.
Like, this smoke is authentic. It smells so real.
Yeah. I would like to get flames on stage by the end of 2024.
And if not, Grayson's
like
like Great White style, or just
like the things that shoot the fire up in front of the stage, like when Zoe hits the light box, the fire just like shoots up. Really, just like sprays, and we just put a few facing up and out and around, and all over the place.
So Matthew, we're not focused on music at all. We just want our stage show to just be absolutely ridiculous.
Sounds like Grayson wants a flamethrower.
My goal is in 2024 is to become so feral that they send Eric after me like a wild dog. But people will pay to see that. Like, we will get more attendance at our shows because people will want to see what happens.
That's the T-shirt. Rain is Z feral.
Yeah. And that's why you should get your tickets to Rockfest now,
right?
Before they sell out, because my plan is to be feral by then.
That was a great tie-in and plug-in explanation. Honestly, that was actually very well done. Well, hopefully, I would like to see this in person at some point, and hopefully have my eyebrows and face still attached to me and not burnt off. We'll see.
You won't.
Right.
No.
I guess
that's too much to ask of us. That's too much to promise.
That's why Grayson shaved his face, as he's been messing with those pyrotechnics. That's what it is, isn't it?
You figured it out.
I'm slow. I went to public schools, but I finally figured that shit out. 2 + 2 = 4.
There's also a couple inches off of here, if you didn't notice.
I did.
I did. I'm still shocked that it was you. I really thought it was some moderator. I didn't even know. I was just like, who's this fucking dude with the glasses? This is fucking weird. All right, cool. where's Grayson? And then you talked, and I was like, what?
Like, oh no, I'm here.
But anyway, here we are.
Here we are.
All right. Well,
Matthew, I'm so
yeah.
sorry.
that's quite all right. Well,
He's a big boy. He can handle it.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I'll just be better trained for the next interview we do.
Yeah.
Tranquilizers.
Tranquilizers for us,
Yeah.
not you. Not
Tranquilizers.
you.
But I will say before we close out this interview, don't do meth. I would like to just reiterate that for anyone watching and listening.
Unless you're running a marathon.
No, under no circumstances I cannot condone that. My lawyer said I cannot. So, please don't. But please check out and support Reign of Z. Make sure to see them live. They got some tour dates they will be announcing, and they got,
Monday.
of course, what's up?
Monday. We're announcing our tour on Monday.
Very good.
Mhm.
Make sure to keep an eye out on that for Monday, February 12th. And make sure to see them live at Rockfest as well. And make sure to drop them a follow on the social medias as well.
Matthew, I'm so sorry. Jesus
But thank you guys so
You're
much. for
earning
joining
your
me.
money today, buddy. Come on.
Yeah, of all the $0 I do make, but
$0.
but thank you guys so much for stopping by live Super Cool Radio. Thank you for everyone watching us on Facebook and YouTube as well. Reign of Z, it's always an interesting experience hanging out with you guys, but I do hopefully get to see you live again at some
Yes.
point, because that is also an experience meeting you guys in person. So make sure to support. I can't even finish this anymore. But thank you all for tuning in on a Friday night, and thank you, Reign of Z, for joining us. Anything, Eric, you'd like to say before we go?
Don't do drugs.
See, there we
Very
go. That was a
There we
great ending.
Unless you're running a marathon, then do math.
I knew there was something
I messed
coming
it up
after that.
again. Damn it.
Oh my
Maybe-
God.
Maybe next interview we'll get it right. All right.
I'm going to try, man. I got goals now, so we got something to look forward to.
Very good. I'll have to check in another year and we'll see what happens.
A year? Come on.
But for all of Reign of Z, I'm your host always, Matthew Thomas. Thank you so much for watching live Super Cool Radio. And remember, stay frosty.